Let's get started. So this is the
ID name, class name.
that is locators. I'm not asking locators. I'm asking HTML concepts and web elements. What are web elements? Did anybody know what are web elements?
Text box, drop down buttons, links, text box.
Right. Okay. See, so this is the web page, right? You can see proper no e-commerce website, right? And so web elements are so that are visible to you, and you are going to perform some actions on those web elements. So every web element, so these are the web element types. Edit box or text box, you can type. This is the edit box, right? You can type. And this is the button. Next one is, next category is a button. So you can perform the click action. So edit box, what action you will do? Type action. Button, what action you will perform? Click action. See, this is the button. So once you type the product name here, suppose iPhone, right? And I'll search, but before searching, I click on this. This is the button, I'm clicking on that. So this is the kind of no click action on the buttons, type action on the edit boxes. Then there is a checkbox. So let me show you checkboxes. So I'll go to registration page where you can see checkbox. This is the checkbox, and these are round ones are radio buttons. These are radio buttons. Okay, these are all edit boxes. So these are all edit boxes, and this is called radio button, and this is the checkbox, and this is again button. Okay, so those are buttons, and this is the drop down. This is a drop down. So you can see, so HTML code, if you see, and every element has an HTML code. Every element has an HTML code and tag, we call them. And so this is the, your page starts with HTML and ends with HTML. See, HTML head body. So HTML is, see, angular bracket after one word is there, right? That is called a tag name, start tag or begin tag. See, HTML before there is a forward slash. This is called end tag. Tags come in pair. Tags come in pair. So start tag, end tag. Every tag starts and ends. End tag is, what is the difference between start tag, end tag? Tag name before forward slash is there in the angular brackets. Angular brackets, that is end tag. And just angular bracket tag name is there, that's a start tag. See, start tag inside you have an attributes, properties. So these attributes are attribute name equal to, within double quotes, attribute value. Attribute name equal to double quotes value. See, within double quotes the value will be there. So the left side, the attribute name, and equal to after within double quotes, that's the value. See here also attribute and value. So head tag defines the page heading. So this top page heading you can see, right? So I hope you all can see this. This is the page heading. You can see I marked it. Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is called page title. page, every page has a title. See, this page title is different. This page title is different. Again, this page title is different. Every page titles are different. So that page titles you can find under where? Head
Header.
tag.
Heads up.
So head tag will tell you what is that page. What is the name of that page? You can find there is a title tag. Can you see this title tag?
Yes, sir, we are able to see.
So this is the title tag, right? See, title tag also start tag and end tag. Start tag and end tag. So this is the one. Okay, start tag and end tag. So these are the tags to represent the page title. And next one. So there are different elements, right? Radio buttons and all I have shown you, and drop downs. This is the drop down. So this is a drop down. Oh, it's a list box. Mostly it is a list box. Yeah, it's a list box. This is called list box, not drop down. It's a list box, we call this. So list box, and there are drop downs also. I'll show you drop downs also. So these are all menus. So these are all menus. So you can see these are menus. So these are menus. So, and if we go to, I think we don't have a drop down here. Yeah, we don't have a drop down here, but yeah, I'll show you a drop down also. So these are all menus. Okay, these are all menus. And again, so what else we have? Drop down I need to show. Let me show you drop down. See, this is the drop downs you see. So these are all drop downs, country drop down. So drop downs are going to have select tag. So drop downs are going to have select tag. See that select tag, and attributes are, these are attributes. So you can see style value, name value, ID value. See, ID is an attribute and ID value. Name is an attribute, name value. But name value in this page dynamically changes. Name is not constant. Like ID is constant here, but name is not constant here. It's a dynamic value. If you take name, it won't work. So name value doesn't work to identify any of these page elements. So these are all drop downs, even city drop down, country drop down, day drop down, month drop down, year drop down. See, every element has a separated tag. See, 3 select tags. Why? One select tag representing the day drop down, another select tag representing the month drop down, and this selected tag represents the year drop down. So clear select tag, and there is a table also. Table represents the entire HTML table. Table has a T body, a rows and columns. So rows are represented by TR, table rows, and columns are represented by TD. So TD means table definition, we call that. So that's a TD, and then TD. Okay. So with that, I have covered and almost all the elements, and there are links. See, links are, see, in blue color. Can you see this? When you mouse over, see, if I mouse over here, is it changing to hand icon? But when I mouse
No,
over
sir.
here,
No, sir. No, sir.
it is changing to hand icon. So these are called links. So links are going to have in the HTML anchor tag. So anchor tag must have an attribute called href. So what tag will be? So there for the links, anchor tag, a tag. A tag must have an attribute. So href. Href is only for links, not for any other elements. See, the link name is in the close a tag and open a tag. In between the link name will be there. This is the link name. So this one. Can you all see this? What is the I'm highlighting here? What is that?
Terms and conditions, sir.
Terms and conditions. That's a link name. So in between a close a tag and open a tag. So open a tag after what is their attribute? href is an attribute and attribute value. So this one link. Even here all these are links only. See, when you mouse over, it is changing to hand icon. Can you see this? See, a tag. See, every a tag has href. And there is a class attribute also. So this is the different elements has a different tags. So every page starts with HTML tag, ends with HTML. And HTML head body, like a human body, right? Head body. So body inside all parts will be there, right? Like body tag inside also you can find all the web page elements. Whatever the visible portion of this page, entire thing will be available under body tag. The head portion is representing the head portion, head of the title of the pages, meta information, all will be there in the head tag. But body of the tag contains every element tag. Every element. See, this one is one element. Register account is the heading. So H1 tag. The headings are represented in HTML by H1 to H6 tags. Any one you can use. H1 to H6. H1 to H6. Any tags people can use that. And P means a paragraph. P tag represents the paragraph. P tag represents the paragraph. And form represents the registration forms, login forms. So again, the edit box is going to be represented in HTML by input tag. Fixed this one. Don't forget this concept. So this is the crucial for the automation. Not only for Selenium. These are overall in the automation testing you are there. These standards are common. So the input box or text box is going to have input tag. And how many attributes are there? See, type, text, name, first name. Value is nothing. When you enter value, it will store in the value attribute. Placeholder, first name, ID, input first name, class. So ID, name, class, these are all attributes you are seeing for this element. This is the self tag we call. There is no close tag for this. That's why this is called self tag. If any tag doesn't have a end tag, that is called self tag. Now input is a self tag. Input is a self tag. And so what are all elements are going to have input tag? See this. I'll show you practically, so we don't want. So all the radio button also going to have input tag. Radio button also going to have input tag. So this one. See, radio button also going to have input tag. And label is for the labeling. Label for this control. Label for this control. Radio button is one control. Edit box is one control. Checkbox is one control. Button is one control. So edit box, radio button, even checkboxes are going to have input tag. Buttons also sometimes going to have an input tag, and sometimes a button tag will be there, right? So we have seen here, see this one is search is a button tag is there. See button tag. So remember, button only will get two tags, either button tag or input tag. Either button tag or input tag. Either button tag or input tag will be there. See button tag, what attributes are there? Type. What is the type value?
Submit.
So class,
Type text.
type text. So these are the two attributes the button has. So same. So here the continue button is, you see what is there again, input tag, type, submit, value continue, class button, button primary. So that's what the attributes means. So there are many attributes. What is the attribute syntax? How can you identify the attributes? Tag name after attribute name equal to within double quotes attribute value. That's a syntax, key value pair. So first attribute equal to within double quotes attribute value. That's the syntax. You remember that syntax, you can easily find out all the attributes. But how do I know attribute? These are attributes. See, this is the syntax you need to follow. First tag name will be there, one word or one letter. After that there is a space. So after that you can find a attribute name equal to attribute value. Attribute name equal to attribute value. Attribute name equal to attribute value. Is this clear? Everybody can recognize the attribute names and values.
Yes, sir.
This is the
Yes, sir.
very crucial. If anybody have a doubt, please let me know now itself. I'll show you one more example also. I'm going to give a list of attributes, some of them, but the syntax you need to remember. ID, name, class, value, placeholder, type, value, for, area, label. These are the some of the attributes. href, src, alt, these are all called attributes. Okay, so we got all the elements. Images I need to show, right? Let's go and see images. Images are going to have img tag. What tag will be there? See, img tag. img tag after what attributes are there? Class, class value, alt, alt value. See, this the alt is a alternative text for that image. Source. Source is a mandatory attribute for the images. Like links are going to have href, right? Images are going to have src attribute, mandatory. So I'm repeating. Input box is going to have input tag. Check boxes are going to have input tag. Radio buttons are going to have input tag. Buttons have input and also button tag. Sometimes they will represent a button tag, sometimes they will represent input tag. Drop down is going to have select tag. Drop down option is going to have option tag. So this is a crucial. So how to find out? how to open this developer tools? Right click on the element, inspect, or press F12 in your keyboard. Then developer tools will open. This is called developer tools. So see select a tag, expand this. See every option inside that drop down. So these are all options. Every option is represented by option tag. See option tag again, an attribute. So tag name, then there is a attribute, attribute value, attribute, attribute value. Then option close tag, option open tag, option close tag. In between there is a visible text, option visible text. This visible text is very important, and there is a value attribute is mandatory for every option. See here option tag is common, but values are going to be different. So that's the select tag for entire drop down, and each option is represented by option tag. So this is the very important, learn this. So if you have any doubts, let me know. So I have given for input box, button, checkbox, radio button, what tags will come, and you have to speak about this in the selfie video tomorrow, today itself. So tomorrow I will ask all this. So these concepts. So without these concepts, next concept you won't understand. And links are going to have a tag. I already shown. Again I am showing. Just right click on that element, you will get this highlights here. See, it is highlighting, right? A tag is an anchor tag. Href attribute, and this is the link name. Okay, so you just double click and you can copy it if you want that value. Even attribute values also like that. Okay, so images are going to have img tag. Headings are going to have header tag, right? So headers. So there will be a headers also. See, this is the header. H tags will be there. See, H1 tag. So headers are going to have header tags, and paragraphs are going to have paragraph p tag, and forms are going to have form tag, and links are going to have a tag. Again I am repeating, links are going to have a tag. So what else? What element? We covered pretty much, right? We covered all the web elements. So menus, they will give a different tags. See, span tag. Div tag represents the divisions. See, this is the list. So these are all, see, when I put a cursor here, and this is the UL unordered list, li tag, li tag, li tag, li tag, li tag. So li tags are representing list of elements. This is the navigation elements. So that's the whole idea behind HTML concepts and web elements. So any questions? Now ID, name, class, that's a crucial for us. So because those are the elements we are going to, those are the locators, in Selenium we call them. So this is the name, and value is not data. Autocomplete is another attribute. Data autocomplete route, placeholder, aria label also another attribute, autocomplete. So all these are attributes. So attributes, so very important. So we should know that. So how can you recognize all these web elements? So web elements are identified in Selenium by locators. So what are the locators in Selenium WebDriver? So we have ID, name. So locators ID, name, class name, XPath, CSS, link text, partial link text, and tag name. So these are the locators. Okay, so what are the locators? ID of ID value, name of name value, class name of class value, XPath of XPath value, CSS selector of CSS value, tag name, I have given all the tags, right? Any tag you can use, you can identify the element. Link text, you have to give link name. I hope you know how to get the link name. Partial link text, you can give a partial link name. You don't need to go complete. For example, these are terms and conditions, right? I can give only terms. That's a partial link text. If you take a link text, you have to give terms and conditions exactly how to give. That's a, so how you can identify the elements of your web pages by Selenium. Selenium provides a concept called locators. Locates the web element in the web page. What is the purpose of locators? Locators are used to locate the web element by Selenium tool. How Selenium understands which element you have to perform the action. So you are giving, okay, Selenium, do the action on this element. So that element you are identifying by locators. What are those locators? ID, name, class name, XPath, CSS selector, tag name, link text, partial link text. So these are the locators. This is one of the famous interview question. And some people not able to answer, even few of them also not able to answer. So these are hardly, it doesn't matter, right? And so these are also, if you are not able to answer, that's going to be a bigger problem for you. Okay. So, okay. So how can we recognize these elements? Let's go and see how to write. Okay, my element has ID, or my element has a name, my element has class name and XPath, CSS selector. So let's understand first these three and these ones quickly. Okay, we'll write a code, simple code here. So we have, I'll take this simple, okay, and I'll type something here. So for typing also we should know, but what method we need. So what method we need, but you can identify here itself. You don't need to use any tools also. And there are better tools. I'll help you out. Plugins are there, some of the plugins. But now how can I identify the element in the browser? So that's one of the interview question. Amex asked this question, American Express. And one of my student not able to answer. I was there in that call. I was shocked. It is explained, no, almost 1.5 or 2 hours class here with this only. And they were not able to answer. Really, I got frustrated. So how can, their question is, how can you identify an element in the browser? Show me. That's what the question. So you just right click and find out the element tag, which tag is there for that element. Input tag is there. So because this is the edit box, that's why input tag is there. That's the first thing. And then, so Control F, after highlighting this, put a Control F, and you can write a whatever name is there, and ID is there. So there is no ID. So just write a name equal to and the value. So what is the name value? Search. Copy that, put a search, or directly you can write a search, but that the XPath will work here. See, it is working. So it is one of 23 are there, but yeah, fine. Search, you can identify that. You can use a name locator to identify that. But still, if you want, there is a nice tool is there, Catalan Recorder. Catalan Recorder, even you can add a plugin for this Chrome browser, and you can open that. So let me show you that. This is the Catalan Recorder. So how to add this? Just go to the Google, open first Chrome browser, then type google.com, and immediately, can you all do this quickly along with me? Open a Chrome browser, type google.com and type Catalan recorder. Press enter key and you can see here, see Chrome Web Store with this name, you will see Catalan recorder. Just click on this and add to Chrome. Because I already have, that's why it is asking remove from Chrome, but you will get a add to Chrome option here. Just this is the similar Selenium test generator, another tool, Catalan recorder. Just add this, add to the Chrome browser, then you will see here, and in the extension, this is the extension icon, right? Just click on that, pin it. So you have to pin, otherwise it won't show there. Just pin it and it will show here. Okay, so that's how to install the Catalan recorder. Then if you open this Catalan recorder, say I'm going to identify this edit box with the name locator. You have to create a one of the, so I'll create a locators demo December 6th 24. I'm creating one suit, right? I created a suit. Where it went? Yeah, this one. So this is the one. Okay, see now it will create like this. So now we add a new row, add a new row, add a new row. So keep adding rows, and then in the target place just type name equal to, what is the name value? What is the name value? Search, right? Just copy this and give in the Catalan recorder. So then click on this search icon. See, it is highlighting. That means Selenium is recognizing that element with this concept, name locator. So, but how to write in the WebDriver this one? We'll discuss that. Okay, we'll discuss. So, and same way. So, what is this edit box button? Type is there, but class. So, you can give class equal to type text. So below just type class equal to type text. See, it's highlighting, right? Search button. So that's how you can identify. Same, you can identify this also. See, you any element you can identify. You can identify any element. Cart, for example, there is a cart. You can identify the cart also. So this is the div cart. Class is there, cart icon. So you can give class equal